Dads, what's a lie your kid told that spiraled way out of control? My son Ethan was always the quiet one in the family. At 9 years old, he'd spend hours drawing in his room, while his older sister dominated family conversations with teenage drama. My wife and I worried about him sometimes. Was he too introverted? Should we push him to be more social? Then, one Tuesday afternoon, I got a call from his teacher, Mrs. Reeves. "Mr. Collins, I wanted to let you know how impressed I am with Ethan's grandfather. His presentation today was absolutely wonderful." I paused, confused. Both my father and my wife's father had passed years ago. "I'm sorry, which grandfather are we talking about?" "Oh, Admiral Collins, of course. Ethan's been telling us about him all semester. We were thrilled when he volunteered to speak for Career Day." My stomach dropped. "Admiral Collins?" "Yes, 30 years in the Navy, served on nuclear submarines, advised 3 presidents. He was so engaging with the children. His stories about classified missions were appropriately vague, of course, but the kids were mesmerized." I somehow thanked her and hung up, my mind racing. There was no Admiral Collins, no submarine captain, no presidential advisor in our family. My father had been an accountant who got seasick on ferries. That evening, I gently asked Ethan about his grandfather's visit. Everyone loved Grandpa. His eyes lit up in a way I rarely saw. He wore his uniform with all the medals. Even Jake, who says everything is boring, thought he was cool. "Buddy," I said carefully, "you know that Grandpa wasn't actually in the Navy, right?" His smile faltered. "But he told everyone he was?" "Who is he?" Ethan's eyes welled up. "Mr. Peterson from the senior center. I met him at the library when you were looking for books. He told me cool submarine stories and said he wished he had grandkids to tell them to." The pieces fell into place. Ethan had been volunteering at the library's reading program that partnered with the local senior center. "Did you ask Mr. Peterson to pretend to be your grandfather?" His small nod broke my heart. "I told Mrs. Reeves my grandpa was coming for Career Day because Jake said his grandpa was a firefighter and everyone thought that was cool. Then I didn't know how to take it back." Over the next few days, the full story emerged. Ethan had invented an impressive grandfather to fit in with classmates. When Career Day approached, he'd panicked and asked his elderly friend, who indeed had served in the Navy, though never as an admiral, to help him avoid embarrassment. Mr. Peterson, a lonely widower, had agreed without understanding the full situation. He'd worn his old uniform, embellished his service record tremendously, and charmed an entire elementary school. The school principal was understanding but firm. Ethan needed to explain the truth to his class. The night before his confession, I found him crying in bed. "Everyone will hate me," he whispered. I sat beside him. "You know what I've learned in 42 years? Being brave isn't about never making mistakes. It's about facing them honestly. I'm not brave like fake Grandpa." "Actually," I said, "I think you're braver." He told stories about submarines. "You're going to tell the truth when it's hard." The next morning, Ethan stood before his class, shoulders squared despite his trembling voice, and explained everything. To everyone's surprise, his confession made him something of a legend. Kids were impressed by his creativity and his friendship with Mr. Peterson, who, despite the deception, became a regular visitor